Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. For me, this has been about 5 minutes because I just filmed about Kerry's Irish Pippin. If you haven't seen that video, be sure and check that out after this. But up here, I noticed we've got another one that looked ready. This is called Zestar or Minnewashta. Not going to pretend I said that right. But it's supposed to be ready in late August or September up in Minnesota. So as far as I'm concerned, that's probably now, given this season is early and I'm in Indiana. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mess with these a little bit like I did with Kerry's Irish Pippin and see if they just come off for me, and if so, we'll go ahead and give these a taste today too. So these two graft locations here, which I still haven't even got the tape off of yet, are both for this apple. So that's this one right here, as well as this one right here. So go ahead and check that out, see if that comes off. That one didn't quite want to. Well, that one wanted to come off. We'll give it a try, and if it's not good yet, then we will go ahead and wait maybe a few more days for this one. And if this one is ready, then we'll go ahead and try that one as well. All right, here we go. Got some amount of bug damage in there. Not super exciting, but it is what it is. I didn't really try this that hard this year to keep the bugs away. Go ahead and give this piece a try. Give this another shot. So my guess is this might actually be overripe, because at least the way that University of Minnesota describes it is that it should have a pretty good crunch to it. It's not nearly as crunchy as Kerry's Irish Pippin, but that's one of their selling points of this. And then I would assume maybe a similar kind of flavor, as they describe it as a sweet tart flavor. I'm getting some of that, but I think maybe the bit that's kind of taking away from that bit of the flavor is what they've described as a brown sugar kind of a flavor. I'm definitely getting kind of a subtle hint of that, for sure. It's kind of odd, and I wonder if it's different because maybe it's a little bit past ripe, a little overripe. So I'm thinking I'm going to pull the other one off, and we'll see maybe if it's a little crispier. Since it didn't want to come off quite as easily as the other, maybe it's got more of that crunch. This one's definitely overripe. It's not quite as pleasant as the other. The other's still very pleasant. I'm simply not getting that crunchy type flavor they described. But this is much better. This is not a good specimen. Yeah, I think if I'd gotten this maybe the first week of August, this would have been maybe the prime of what they were describing. I'm wondering if maybe if you get them off the tree a little bit earlier, because you're going to store them and then sell them, then you're actually going to retain a bit more of that crunch, and it's going to ripen and maybe keep that crunch a little bit better. Not super impressed, honestly. It's fine. It's a decent apple. But of all the ones I've tasted for early season, I'm not big on this. I might revisit it in the future if we've got some more. I do know that, of course, if it's a little overripe, it's not going to be nearly as good as it would otherwise be. But you can kind of tell when you get one close enough. Now that I've tasted one that's very overripe, I just don't think it's quite the flavor I'm looking for in my apple. Yeah, that kind of brown sugary flavor is kind of off-putting to me, personally. Though I could see maybe if you made some apple jelly or apple butter where maybe you would want more of that kind of flavor in it. I could see that being really good. But as a fresh eating apple, it's probably, if I had this and the Kerry's Irish Pippin, I'd be picking Kerry's Irish Pippin. So I'm not going to cull it off of my Frankentree by any means. But it's just not what I would probably choose if I just wanted to go grab an apple. If you haven't tried it and you see it, give it a try for sure. It's definitely a more interesting flavor than a lot of other kind of traditional apples that you might see. I think it has been in some stores. I've never had it from a store. This is my first time trying it at all. But for me personally, a little bit more bug damage than Kerry's Irish Pippin had, and not as good tasting. So if you guys enjoyed this, you want to see some of the other tastings we've done, be sure and check out the whole playlist here, or just see what we've got going on watching this video next. Thanks for watching. I'll take one more taste here on the side. Yeah, just not into that flavor.